This man was born a slave. He was beaten, chained, and crippled for life, and yet he became one of the freest men who ever lived. Around the year 50, in the town of Hierapolis in the region of Phrygia, a child was born into slavery. His name has not survived. History remembers only the name given to him by his masters, Epictetus, which simply means acquired. As a boy, he was carried far from home to the heart of the empire, to Rome itself. There he was sold into the household of Epictetus, a wealthy and powerful freedman who served in the court of the Emperor Nero. To be a slave in Rome was to own nothing. Not your time, not your body, not even your own name. A master could command anything and punish everything, and Epictetus was not a gentle man. One story, told for centuries, captures the strange spirit of the boy. His master, in a fit of cruelty, began to twist Epictetus's leg. The young slave did not cry out. He did not beg.
If you keep twisting it like that, you are going to break it.
The master, enraged, twisted harder, until the bone snapped. And Epictetus, without anger, without a single tear, simply said what he had warned would happen.
There, I told you it would break.
Whether the tale is fact or legend, from that day Epictetus was lame for the rest of his life. He would walk with a limp and a staff, but something in him had already learned the lesson that would define him. Some things can be broken, and some things cannot.
You may fetter my leg, but not even Zeus himself can get the better of my will.
In the great houses of Rome, philosophy was in fashion, and Epictetus, for reasons of his own, allowed his crippled slave to do something extraordinary, to study. The boy was sent to learn from Musonius Rufus, one of the most respected Stoic teachers of the age. It was there, in those lessons, that a slave discovered a secret that would set him free. Stoicism taught that a man is not his body, nor his rank, nor his chains. A man is his mind, his judgments, his choices, his will, and no master on earth could reach inside and command those.
My body they may own, my leg they have already broken, but my mind is mine alone. In that, I am freer than my master. It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about things.
It struck him like a revelation. If it is not events, but our opinions about events that wound us, then the power to be free was never in the master's hands. It had always been in his own. In time, perhaps after the death of Nero threw the household into chaos, Epictetus was granted his freedom. The slave was now a free man, but the freedom that mattered to him had come long before, in a quiet lesson about the mind. He began to teach. In the streets and porticos of Rome, the crippled ex-slave gathered listeners, rich young men and old, drawn by a truth he had earned in chains. At the heart of his teaching lay a single, piercing idea. He called it the dichotomy, the great dividing line between what is ours to command and what is not.
Some things are within our power, and some are not. Within our power are our own opinions, desires, and actions. Not within our power are our bodies, our possessions, and our reputations.
Chase what is not yours to control, he taught, and you will be forever anxious, forever a slave. But guard only what is truly yours, your own choices, and no tyrant, no accident, no loss can ever enslave you again.
No man is free who is not master of himself.
But Rome was growing dangerous for men who spoke the truth. The Emperor Domitian had come to fear philosophers, men who valued conscience above obedience, and who could not be flattered or bought. Around the year 93, Domitian issued a decree. All philosophers were banished from Rome and from Italy. Once more, Epictetus was cast out, no longer a slave, but an exile. He crossed the sea to Greece, to the town of Nicopolis on its western coast. And there, far from the power and danger of Rome, the exile did what he had always done. He did not complain. He began again.
I must die. But must I die groaning? I must be exiled. Can anyone stop me from going with a smile?
In Nicopolis, he founded a school of philosophy. And what he had lost in Rome, he found in exile, not power, not comfort, but purpose. Students came from across the empire to sit at the feet of the man who had been a slave. Epictetus lived as plainly as any man could. His home held almost nothing: a straw bed, a simple mat, and an earthenware lamp. He owned little and wanted less. Once, it is said, even his humble iron lamp was stolen in the night. He did not rage or grieve. He simply replaced it with a cheaper one of clay and smiled at the lesson.
The thief who took my lamp paid a greater price than I. To gain a lamp, he became a thief. To lose one, I lost nothing at all.
Epictetus wrote nothing down. He believed philosophy was to be lived, not merely read. But one devoted student, a young man named Arian, could not bear to let the words be lost. Arian wrote down his master's teachings as faithfully as he could. From those notes came two works that would outlive empires: the Discourses and a small handbook of wisdom called the Enchiridion. In them, the voice of the slave-turned-teacher speaks across 2,000 years. Do not ask that things happen as you wish, he taught. Wish that they happen as they do, and you will be at peace.
Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well.
He taught that true education is not the memorizing of facts, but the freeing of the soul from its own false beliefs. Only such a person, he said, is truly free.
Only the educated are free.
Epictetus grew old in Nicopolis, honored and beloved, surrounded by the students who had become his family. He never married for most of his life, never sought riches, never owned more than a man could carry. Sometime around the year 135, the old teacher died, as peacefully as he had lived. He left behind no monument, no fortune, and not a single word written in his own hand. He owned nothing and lacked nothing. The slave who had been crippled and chained had lived at last as the freest of men, free within, where no master could ever reach. And his words did not die with him. Decades later, a young man would read the teachings of Epictetus by lamplight and be changed forever. That young man was Marcus Aurelius, who would become emperor of Rome and carry the slave's wisdom to the very throne of the world.
No one is free who is not master of himself. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants.
2,000 years later, his handbook is still read by soldiers, prisoners, leaders, and ordinary people facing burdens too heavy to bear. Because the lesson he lived is the one we still need most. We cannot always choose what happens to us, but we can always choose who we are within. If the story of Epictetus moved you, subscribe. We bring the wisdom of the ancients back to life. And remember, they can chain your body, but your mind, your choices, your will, those are yours alone. There lies your freedom.